the Reds are still interested in signing Ryan Gravenberch. While Liverpool remains interested in signing Ryan Gravenberch, who played for Bayern Munich this summer, Jürgen Klopp is believed to be a big fan. Apparently still only 21 years old despite being around for a long time, the Dutchman was seen as a big piece of work by the Bundesliga champions and joined Bayern from Ajax last summer. Gravenberch, although still very young, made 103 appearances for Ajax. However, he could not meet the high expectations expected from him in his first year in Germany. The midfielder may have appeared in 24 of Bayern's league games, but he started only 3 of them with favoured names in the middle of the park like Joshua Kimmich and Leon Goretzka. Gravenberch is one of numerous players in talks about a transfer to Liverpool at the beginning of the summer, and the Reds follow up on the many issues in this area of the pitch last season and see him as someone who could potentially make a big difference. The arrival of Alexis Mac Allister and Dominic Szoboszlai had already reduced the interest in the actor. However, the relentless separation of Henderson and Fabinho and the inability to transfer Romeo Lavia rekindled the Reds' interest in Gravenberch. According to German sources, Liverpool are in the best position to sign the Dutch star compared to other clubs. Klopp is thought to have rated him highly as a player. It is believed that the Reds manager is confident he can reach his vast potential at Anfield and will come as an exciting long-term acquisition at the club. Gravenberch is clearly a very talented footballer, although his spell at Bayern has been depressing to date. But at this point there are questions about whether he is the best option for Liverpool. The Dutch youngster can work as number 6, but he adds more in the number 8 role to showcase his brilliance from box to box using his physicality and offensive ability. With Mac Allister and Szoboszlai, the Reds have already completed this summer in this region where offensive midfielders are much more important. It is therefore essential that Liverpool bring in a more defensive player like Lavia before the deadline day arrives. A more defensive player who could fill the role of Lavia Fabinho. But another actor is needed to play Henderson's part, and Gravenberch can provide that option. Nailing someone in position 6 is crucial for any team. Curtis Jones was deployed there from time to time in the pre-season, but naturally lacked an impressive performance due to his inexperience in the role. Former Dutch international Kim Cruyff has called him the greatest talent in his country in the past. Also, Frank de Boer used to describe him as a fantastic football player, and getting these accolades at a young age definitely shows that he has quality fabric. Klopp's touch of young talent is already appreciated by everyone. If the Dutch player is transferred, he will definitely level up together with Klopp. Liverpool currently have the smallest squad in the Premier League. The new campaign will begin in the coming days, but Liverpool's anticipated summer transformation has not been quite as desired. It has been very difficult to turn down offers for Fabinho and Jordan Henderson, and the Reds continue to strive for more midfield reinforcements with less than a month in the transfer window. According to Transfermarkt, along with other signings yet to be confirmed, Liverpool currently have the smallest squad in the Premier League. They list 22 players for the Reds' top team, with 36, 14 less than Manchester United, which has the most players on their roster. Compared to the senior list on Liverpool's official website, only 20-year-old Marcelo Pitaluga was removed by Transfermarkt. And therefore, this also means that the likes of Ben Doak, Connor Bradley, and Tyler Morton are not included. This will be the same for other youth in Premier League clubs, and the numbers go to show the work still needed from Liverpool before the window closes on the 1st of September. West Ham 23, Sheffield United 24 and Fulham 25 have a marginally larger squad than Liverpool, while Manchester City are not far behind with 26. You can look at Liverpool's roster profile in various ways. The positive thing is that they are not trying to hold on to players who won't be part of the next evolution. But numerically, they have gaps to fill. The hope is that Romeo Lavia will be added soon, followed by at least another midfielder and a defender joining the club this summer. It is imperative that the number of senior squads increase, further supported by the club's promising youngsters. Klopp admitted it's no secret that the club is looking to sign more, but at this stage it looks like there's still time to see when they pull the trigger. The Reds have had many breakups this summer, and some of those names were in Klopp's master plans. Although Naby Keita, James Milner, and Chamberlain are relatively filled, the gap between Fabinho and Jordan Henderson still remains. A new addition to the aging line of defense is also essential. The Reds are considering selling Thiago as the Andre deal progresses. Liverpool have now taken an approach for Fluminense midfielder Andre. But before they can make a deal, they are preparing to make a decision about Thiago's future. The Reds are now open to offers for the Spanish midfielder. Jürgen Klopp brought in Alexis McAllister and Dominic Szoboszlai this summer for a combined £115 million. But the coach is still keen on additional midfield reinforcements where Romeo Lavia remains a target. The 19-year-old will inject some youth into the aging side of the manager. However, the Reds have already submitted 2 offers to Southampton, which were turned down. The Saints stuck to the Belgian starlet's £50 million valuation. The same report detailed that even if a deal was made for Lavia, Klopp still wanted to sign an additional midfielder, and Liverpool were recently linked to a move for Andre. It is alleged that an offer of €25 million will be made for the Brazilian player in the next few days, and the player himself is willing to take action. However, a more recent report suggests the Reds can wait for their time. According to the reported information, Liverpool made some progress in pursuit of the ace of Fluminense, who recently approached the Brazilian club. However, they may choose to resolve Thiago's situation without further action. The Reds are now open to offers for the £200,000 a week earning maestro with just 1 year left on his contract at Anfield, and no new deals have been made as a result of his injury record. A deal is said to be possible for Andre. Sources from Brazil claim that a move could be finalized for €30 million if the full amount is paid, but no less than that will be allowed until winter. Now, it looks like the Spaniard is likely to be on the move this summer. This could also be a blow for the Reds in some ways, given that he's been hailed as special by Klopp before. However, the 32-year-old player has been absent from many matches recently due to injury. He missed a total of 22 games last season, and considering he is now approaching the twilight of his career, it might be a smart move to let him leave for a decent fee. There is plenty of evidence that Andre can be a solid replacement for the central midfielder. He's in the 99th percentile for pass completion per game last year compared to players of similar rank, especially given his passing ability. Praised as a leader by football talent scout Jacek Kulik, the Brazilian international is 10 years younger than Thiago. Andre, described by Kulik as a circulating playmaker, could make a real impact for Liverpool. It will undoubtedly be sad to see Thiago leave the club. But Andre has all the right traits to be a fantastic long-term replacement.